how do we unpack that? It was 2-2, but that doesn't tell the story of the game, does it?
Standing here completing the interview that you don't ever want to do, we weren't good enough first half. No credit to Rylands, I thought they were excellent. They worked our goalkeeper. I think only 3 or 4 lads came out with any credit. Second half, we started slowly, made the changes. We dominated the football then for half an hour. We raced into a 2-0 lead. And that's it, game, set, match. 3 points that sometimes, you don't dominate the whole game, but you take your chances, and Regan's exceptional again, another 2 goals, and, that's it for me. Then we concede, a goal that we shouldn't concede. But the second one, as a manager, as a coach, is really, really hard to take, because, you come down training, Tim, you see what we do so much work on our zonal marking from set pieces. It's part of the kind of the plan that we set up, and over the last 12-13 months we've conceded 2 of set pieces on a zonal mark. That's 3 now, because the last minute of the game, 3 lads come out of the zone, they want to follow the ball, they want to follow the man, and all of a sudden the ball ends up in the back of the net. And as a manager, you haven't got a joystick from the side, you haven't got a controller, you can't drag people in. You've got to hope that they take on board the responsibility and the instructions, and in the heat of the moment, when you're under a little bit of pressure, that's when they've got to come to the fore. And unfortunately, they didn't, and we concede. And it's a difficult one to take, it really is.
Yeah, I mean, just going back to the first half, I mean, to be fair, Rylands were very good value for money. They put us under a lot of pressure. They had 10 attempts. Obviously, the finishing was not brilliant. Obviously, it's 6 off target. But Lavercombe, Halls and Jones particularly were immense. I mean, that literally everything that came to them, they did well.
They were 3 lads that I tapped on there at half time, tapped 4. Linney was the other one. I thought they were excellent. When you've played so well, Halls, Jones and Lavercombe, and you defend the way you do, and they keep to the instructions. They should be coming off with a clean sheet. Sometimes you don't play as well as you want, but you should have kept a clean sheet, and they haven't. But they were brilliant. They were absolutely brilliant. That triangle, that defensive triangle, were exceptional. I mean, Dan, like you said, you don't make the saves, but I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing Dolan and Linney, in the same team. They've got a 9, we've got a 9. He causes problems all day. Thought he got balls into feet too easy in the first half, nullified in second half, but what a threat he is. He's a wonderful talent. As we've got Regan Linney, who's an amazing talent, and I think that Riggs has just gone in front now with a leading goal scorer. But no credit to both number 9s. I thought they were really good on the eye, and opens itself up for an attacking game of football. And with Jody and myself, we're attacking managers, and you try and please people, and credit to them. They did well first half. I just thought second half, for half an hour, Gribbin got on the ball, Woolerton got on the ball, Donahue was amazing in his press, Linney got the ball, and we did enough to win the game. We did enough, but so be it, we haven't got the win.
Half time, Rylands came out quite quickly after the break. Obviously their instruction was probably just get it on target, because there's nothing else they could have done any better. You didn't make any changes at half time, but the complexion of the team changed. What did you say to them? I
knew they made 7. No, I didn't. I knew they made 6. No, I didn't. I said, listen, lads, being honest, it tactically wasn't any different. I just thought they'd run harder than us, and it's so basic. They were first to balls, they were second to balls, and we just tweaked our shape slightly. We brought our wide men in a little bit narrower to get close to Regan. We were brave with our defensive lines. We knew Dolan was quick, so we dropped a little bit deep in the first half. Second half, we went higher up against him, and that sometimes allows space in behind. But then I just thought the changes. I wanted to get Donahue on after 15 minutes today, but I couldn't. Physio team, he's come back from injury. It was half an hour, and it was a great half an hour for him. He gave us something different, that we've missed. Energy. I thought Woolerton came on and did really well, and Big Yan comes on at 2-1, and he can't do anything. The changes look like they win you the game. And as a manager, you accept that and you go, right, yeah, that's okay. We're happy with that. And then you come off and all of a sudden it's 2-2, and you're scratching your head and thinking, what could we have done different? And I think the answer is be brave with our instructions, be brave with our shape. And when I say brave, people don't know what I mean. Some people might think going for a fight or a tackle. I mean brave to hold your nerve, hold your shape, pass the ball well in key areas, stick to the plan that we've got, listen to instructions, and if it goes wrong, it's on me. Unfortunately, it went wrong in the last 5 minutes, and we didn't take on board the instructions, and we conceded goals. And listen, as a footballer, we've all been out there, we've all kind of taking the law into our own hands. We've all made a decision. Sometimes it's the right one, sometimes it's the wrong one. So certainly not going to hang them out to dry. You know, with the learning, the young lads were learning as a team. And although it feels like a defeat, you know, standing here, team's 1 defeat in 11. So, you know, there's lots to be positive about, and there's a long way to go this season. And, you know, Hyde go to Shields and win, they lose today 1-0. And, you know, the league's so competitive. So, you know, there will be positives to draw from it. Doesn't feel like it at the minute, but there will be. And by the time we've watched the game back and, you know, we've analysed it and we're getting for the European game Tuesday night, I'm sure there'll be a lot to be positive about.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair to say, I mean, we said before the game, when we spoke on Thursday, that Rylands' league position belied their actual quality. And we saw that today because they were so good, basically. You know, and we felt when we rolled it out, this is probably going to be our day. And, you know, it felt like basically at 1-0, it felt right. 2-0, thought that's actually, you know, basically it's far better than we would have expected given the context of the game. The extra goal gave the lads a sense of complacency, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, you're out there, aren't you? I mean, the game, you know, the ball that leads to the first goal should be in the far corner for Regan to chase. It's not, so a decision was made. He then comes off the back of one of our defenders and gets a clear-sighted goal, but it's in the middle of the net. The second goal is, for any manager, for any coach, I've already said it, it's so disappointing because if they score and we've done things right, then it's definitely, you know, you've got to go, right, okay, great goal. It's when they score and we give them that much space. You know, what the zone does is nullify the space between the players and nullifies the runs. Some managers like to go man marking, but I always think it's who gets the better. We zonal mark, we do a lot of work on it, and like I said, we've conceded 2 before today in 12, 13 months, now it's 3. You know, and you don't want to concede off zonal marking, we don't want to concede off set pieces, but yeah, I just think, you know, sometimes you as a player, psychologically, you're waiting for that, the clock to tick down, and that's where at times you've got to go cold, you've got to, you know, ride it out, you've got to, you know, just be brave, like I keep saying that word, and, you know, there's very little that you can do from the sideline. I just thought everything was good. You know, we raced 2-0 lead, everything was good, but, you know, you've seen it in football, it happens, and you've got to credit, you know, the opposition for not giving up, and that, you know, shows character in their dressing room. You know, character in our dressing room for, you know, after a poor first half performance to come out the way we did second half. So, you know, all in all, you know, a point against a really good Rylands side. So it feels like a defeat now, but I think at the end of the season, when you add up the points total and you see the teams that Rylands will beat and who will beat, I think it'll, you know, even itself up come the end of the season, and that might prove to be a vital point.
Okay, so Tuesday sees our first midweek game in a few weeks. It's going to be a big one. Obviously, we're welcoming KsK Beveren to Broadhurst Park and the FENIX Trophy. Are you going to make any changes aside?
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah, I am. Of course I am. You know, Donners, he's coming back now. You know, Guy all sat out today. You know, Jan needs some more minutes. You know, there's certain people that need rest in there. You know, it's time for, you know, we might have someone in on trial on Tuesday night, another attacking option. So, yeah, definitely making changes. You know, although we value the competition in such high regard, I've got to be true to my word and say that when you're in so many competitions this season, you know, including the FA Cup, the Trophy, the Manchester Cup, the FENIX, the League, you've got to share the minutes around, and definitely, and that's why, you know, you can either, you know, as a manager, you can't tell people that you're leaving them out and then you're going to play them on Tuesday and then don't play them, because that's how you quickly lose the dressing room. So I've got trust in everyone, whether or not it's, you know, people who've missed out the squad today or people who are on the bench or people who've been playing. You know, there's going to be minutes for everyone across the course of the season. I'm just hoping that we can balance it out, keep that 20 together, and you know, go through good times together. So we're looking forward to Tuesday night. Can't wait to get under the lights and, you know, start the FENIX campaign. If you didn't get behind it last season, you know, please do. You know, it's a spectacular tournament. A lot of work's gone in behind the scenes, and the competition's grown. I'm sure it'll grow and grow and grow and grow. And, you know, we're defending a title. You know, there's a trophy out there that we valued and we love winning last season. And listen, we were there in Rimini, and we want to be there again. We want to be lifting the trophy because it's an unbelievable feeling. So starts on Tuesday, and then we'll get in Thursday, and then we'll get ready for Gainsborough next Saturday. Yeah,
I mean, just with regard to KsK Beveren, obviously, you know, they have been sort of like champions in Belgium. You know, they were a very good side, they reformed, obviously. What do you think we can expect in terms of their standard? Because when we went into some games last season, basically, you know, it became apparent that there was a disparity.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be competitive?
We've watched some footage. They look competitive. They look good. I think they're going to really enjoy coming here and seeing the surface and seeing the surroundings, and that gives them a lift. But you've seen, you know, in any competition, there's good sides and there's poorer sides, and that's from the Champions League to this level. And you know, we saw when we played Prague in the final last year what a competitive side they are. And although we beat like the likes of KsK, you know, quite comfortably, I think with the European competition, you don't know what you're going to come up against. But so for us, we're hoping that we can get the win. You know, we're hoping that we can play the right way and we can get the points on the board, and then put that one to bed and wait for the away leg, and you know, get Valencia here and wait for that, and you know, make our way to the final and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite an exciting format because we've only got 4 games this season, so you literally there's a maximum of 12 points to play for, and obviously your home games are going to be vital in that.
And we want 12 points. You know, we're not going to hide behind it. We want 12 points, and I think with the quality in the dressing room, you know, there's no reason why we don't get 12 points. You know, even if, you know, sides are of a really good standard, we've got enough in there to win games of football. But as we've shown today, if you switch off in key moments, it doesn't matter who it's against. You know, KsK Beveren or you know, Warrington Rylands or whoever it is. You make mistakes, you can see goals. So we've got to eliminate that, eradicate it over the course of the season. It stings tonight. It's hurting. But, you know, we'll really, really look forward to Tuesday night, and we can't wait. Hopefully the fans get behind it, and, you know, under the lights of Broadnose Park, there's nothing better. So, you know, I think they land on Monday. You know, we'll welcome them. You know, we'll look after them.
See you Tuesday.
Brilliant. Cheers, Tim.
We're an FCN, I should go out to play it out!